So today we were going to talk about unsafe truck drivers and what insurance companies do sometimes to try and avoid paying their fair share. But I'm going to change that up today because I had a really cool thing happen and kind of sad, and I want to talk about it. The cool thing happened was I had the family of a past client stop in and tell me that I had made a huge difference in their mom's life. And the sad thing was they were coming to tell me that she had passed away. And it made me think a little bit about the context, because almost always when people come here to see me at Johnson Vorhees and Martucci, they have just experienced one of the worst moments of their lives. Either they have been seriously injured or one of their loved ones has been seriously injured or killed. All too often I'm talking with a parent who's lost a child. And that kind of suffering is something that you never get used to and you wouldn't want to. And what we try and do is we meet those folks when they're at their worst, and we let them know that we're going to give them our best to try and restore their lives as much as possible. And we work aggressively to try and get them whatever recovery we can to restore their lives as much as we can. And sometimes we never hear from them again. Sometimes we're blessed with being able to continue to have that relationship. And that's what I want to talk about today is relationships, because here at Johnson Vorhees and Martucci, we're not a law firm that is transactional. We don't want to just have a one-time meeting with you. We don't want to see you as a check or a number or another case that's closed. We want to help you and meet you where you are in your life and build a relationship with you that matters, because that's what we're about. That's what this whole human experience is about. And one of the things that we've talked about before is the lawyers that you choose do make a difference. The kind of relationship that we build with one another, whether it's your child, whether it's your spouse, whether it's the lawyer you had to hire when something bad happened, those relationships matter. And we want to make sure that when you come here to Johnson Vorhees and Martucci, you know that you matter. And one way we know that we're doing that well is when stuff like this happens. This family was going through her precious papers at home, and they came across two photographs. And the photos they brought to me were of her here at my office, their mom, whenever we finished her case. She was so excited to get her case resolved, and she got a check. And this was not one of those catastrophic injury cases. This was not one where somebody was killed. She'd been in a car wreck, and it had really put her behind. And, world-changing amount of money, probably not to most people. To her, it was significant. And she was so excited. She's like, you got to take a picture of this. You got to take a picture of this. And she apparently kept those pictures, and then her family returned them to me, and I'll now keep them. But again, it's those moments where you have touched someone's life in a positive way, and they hang on to it, and they remember it. And that's what we want to do. That's what we strive to do every day. And she's not the only one over the years that have come back and talked to me after their case was over. I'm still real good friends with a family whose case we went to trial and we lost, because they knew that we stood there by them as they tried to get justice. And the jury didn't get it right. We don't always win, but we always aggressively push the case forward to a trial. And if we can't get a fair settlement, then we're going to try your case, and you'll have your day in court. And you should know that no matter what, we're going to be by your side, that we care about you, and we're here to build a relationship with you. And I'm a little concerned about other attorneys who talk about the amount of money that they've won, or they have a celebrity on a billboard, or they're really trying to just churn through the volume of cases. And I want to make sure that we're all slowing down and we're taking the time to connect with one another, because life is really about relationships. And I know that there isn't any amount of money that I'm ever going to be able to get for any of my clients that will undo the harms or the losses they've suffered or restore their child to life. But I'd like to think that they will know that they had the support and the help of a trial team that cares, that understands, and is doing everything that we can to get them justice as quickly as we can. And so I'm happy today that I got a little bit of positive feedback that here at Johnson Vorhees and Martucci, we really are making a difference, and not just by getting people the money that they deserve, but also building relationships.